Hello, it's January 22nd, and I told you I would give you an update after I started working on the cutter bar some. I do have it mounted on my oldest David Bradley, and when I got it, the clutch action was all froze up. It was kind of rusted together. You know, the pads between the plates and the drive pulley sometimes with time, the rust and dirt and stuff will kind of glue itself in. I worked on it and sprayed WD-40 around the perimeter of the plates, right around here, but not in those ports. And but you know, the thing of it was, I could tell it wanted to loosen up, but it wouldn't loosen all the way. So what I did is I went ahead and put it on the cutter bar on this David Bradley, thinking, well, whenever that arm that engages, you know, the clutch or pulls it loose from the drive pulley, whenever it's on and it's adjusted right, it would pull that plate away and give me more ability to work on loosen it. So I did that today and used a screwdriver, and I went around the perimeter on both sides and just, you know, prying all the way around, just with a little bit of pressure, the plates pulling it loose. And and then, you know, these ports allow you the opportunity to apply oil to the little BB. There's a BB that when you mash it down and drop oil on it, it allows you to oil the center hub of that drive pulley. That's how you oil it. And But what I did is I sprayed WD-40. I had the port at the top, and I sprayed WD-40 right on that inner plate where that little BB oiling unit is. And then when I started turning it, I don't think it actually oiled through the BB, but it ran down to the edge of that hub, and then all of a sudden things got loose real quick, and you can see now when I got started, all it would do is allow me to just do a little bit, and you can still hear there's things that are grabbing in there, but that's certainly going to be loose enough to allow me to crank up the motor. And the more I run it with it disengaged, all that stuff's going to loosen up, and I think every time I use it, I'll probably blow inside the ports with an air compressor, and that way anything that gets loose in there, hopefully it'll blow out. If I blow in one port, you know, there's an opposite port on the other end of that. I can show you on this other side. You can see there's two ports there. So if I blow in one, stuff should come flying out the other, or around the perimeter of the of those plates, those clutch plates. But anyhow, I'm real tickled that it's loosened up, and whenever I relax the control arm, you know, the two plates compress, and that's why it pinches on those pads, and that's why it engages everything to the drive wheel and runs the cutter bar. So now, from eyeballing it, you know, that's a 40-inch belt, And eyeballing it, it looks like it would be about the same size belt. What I'll have to do is get me some small cord and tie it off, and that way I can take it to Tractor Supply and put it on their measuring device to see, you know, about what size belt I would need. And you can see right here, look at that. That's a lot of play right there, you know, to be able to tighten it. If I'm off a little bit, there's at least a good inch and a half of play, maybe inch and a quarter, that I can slide the cutter bar back and forth inside those connecting slots and to tighten it with. But I do hope that I can get it running, and maybe a few of these warm days get out and try it. I've got an area that the power line people came in and cut a swath of trees down, and you know, some bushes and stuff was trying to volunteer, but they're all real spindly now, and I think this cutter bar can make short work of them. I'll try to get that. I'll get my GoPro or set up my tripod, and we'll see how it does. But anyhow, I just wanted to show this to you. Hope y'all had a good holiday and are having a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.